It is all come down to this. We are one game away from crowning the 2024 Women's State League champions in this grand final game between Manly Eagles and the Northern Storm. As the teams get set for what should be an absolute banger of a game, as the umpires do their final checks before we start this one. Joel Grimes will be calling the balls and strikes. Nick Beashall over at first, Leanne Gearside at second, and Chrissy Travers will be the third base umpire. Another full team for this one. Mo Ramika getting you started for this one. You'll be shortly joined by Adam Collins and Jamie Barrington as they'll take the call through this game. Two good games being played already today. Early in the day, you would have seen the Manly Eagles and Northern Storm. Manly winning that one to get themselves straight through to the grand final. And of course, the Northern Storm putting on a classic in the game just before this one, beating the Sharks 7-0 in 5 innings. A beautiful day here as a bit of a breeze starts to settle in after what has been a really hot morning, but the heat hasn't gone anywhere. Coaches there, Nikki Morley, Jess Morley, Kerry Porter. State coaches from here in New South Wales. Obviously Kerry Porter with a successful career herself, spanning over years and multiple state championships. And she'll be looking to guide her team toward the title, as both will. So as is always the case, 7 innings, or a minimum of 7 innings coming your way. You never know what happens in a game of softball. If it ever gets to extra innings, it means it's been a quality game, which is what we are expecting. But whether you're watching from home or you're here in the crowd live with us at Blacktown International Sports Park, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to send out some shout-outs in the comment section to let us know where you're watching from, whether home or abroad, as we begin or get set for the team introductions. As they do in a grand final setting, they'll be called on. Another state coach nearer to word and in the grandstand, I should say, watching with a keen eye. A lot of the players that she's coached in her career will be making their way onto the diamond shortly. And that's a good sight so far there, Rachel Lang, who homered in the preliminary final for the Northern Storm in what many will say started off a very good rally for the team. But the Manly Eagles will be looking to lessen some of that scoring that they did or they witnessed in that previous game. As we get the introductions underway, Adam Collins will be making the call. Then he'll make his way up here and join us in the commentary booth. As umpires for you once again, Joel Grimes calling the balls and strikes, Leanne Gearside, Nick Beashall and Chrissy Travers. The blue team for you today, sporting the shirts from the Scott Rowflesh Foundation, Strikeout Bowel Cancer. All that information can be found online. Your support will be greatly appreciated. There's the team introductions you can see there. The players would normally run out, but to save some energy and save them from standing out there in the sun for too long, they have just opted to stay in the shade, which is not a bad idea given how hot it is out there. Again, if you look down that line, an absolute quality of a team coming your way. As we now wait for the introduction of the Manly Eagles team.
Manly Eagles, number 47, Michelle Cox. Number 5, Andy Lau. Number 11, James Wall. Number 79, Jenna Trim. Number 13, Taylor Tisacronis. Number 96, Isabella Lorenzo. Number 96, Bree Young. Number 15, Matilda Clark. Number 42, Hazel Lundor. Number 14, Charlotte Cerulli. Number 61, Layla Jaros. Number 23, Mel Morris. 32, Izzy Morris. And number 27, Annie Duklowski.
Tell you what, that is a long line of absolute superstar players just being called out there onto the diamond. Followed by quality coaching staff who have obviously been instrumental in getting their teams to this respective spot. What a crowd building here. A lot of parents and family out here, joined by some fellow representative players based here in New South Wales as we get set for the action. The lineups will be brought to you shortly. Once he makes his way up here, he'll be joined in the commentary by Adam Collins, who'll be calling the shots, and Jamie Barrington will partner with him. As we see the starting pitcher there, Grace Rickson make her way out, who pitched an absolute blinder in the previous game. Came off in the last inning there, as you would expect her to give herself some time to rest for this grand final game. So Northern Storm, Manly Eagles. Again, you're witnessing some premium broadcasting brought to you by Spacequake Sports. Again, as we will throughout the broadcasters, we thank them for their continuous support in not only broadcasting this softball here, but across the country. There is no better broadcasting. So we thank the team there. As I will hand you over shortly to the commentary team, Adam Collins and Jamie Barrington coming your way.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Collins here, being joined shortly by Jamie Barrington. It'll be the Manly Eagles to lead off with Michelle Cox. Welcome aboard, Jamie. First time today, mate.
Yeah, great to be back. It's been a great tournament, this one, and good to be here for the final.
And Michelle Cox in the box for the Manly Eagles. Nice bunt put back towards the pitcher. Rickson picks it up, gets away from first base.
Look at Cox go. She's like lightning. She'll get safe.
Yeah. Nice slide into second. 2 bases on that bunt. A little error made at first base. It was an odd throw from Grace over to one.
Yeah, I think Alack did well. She dived, jumped right out of the way. You can hear it on the replay. She gets out of the road. Just that runner, is that Tali Moore, running towards, and the ball just went behind her and, made it difficult to make the play.
So Andy Lau takes up her position in the batter's box. Lau now facing off against Grace Rickson in the circle for the Northern Storm. Nice bunt again, put down the middle. Third base comes across. This time the throw is on the money.
Yep, that's good. Great throw, that one.
And right on the spot for the out, but a runner advances around to third.
Yeah, it's excellent work there by Michelle Cox.
And now Jade Wall steps into the batter's box for the Manly Eagles.
Certainly can hit a long ball, Jade Wall.
Good opportunity here for early runs. Jade now faces Rickson, who puts one down, and that's hit high over the roof here of the grandstand at Blacktown.
Straight over.
Good contact, thrown high in the strike zone, and Jade liked the look of it, had a little swipe, and fouls it away.
That one gets away. Michelle Cox will still home. Does so comfortably. So 1 run, Manly.
Early runs on the board for the Manly Eagles. They made their way straight into the grand final, defeating the Northern Storm in the semi-final earlier today. And the Northern Storm had to take down the Sharks to make their way into the grand final. And Manly with the early lead. Jade Wall looks at one that bounces over home plate.
Great pickup there. Super pickup.
Inika Keed behind the dish for the Northern Storm. That was the battery that the Storm took into the Sharks match. That's a nice change up. Just didn't quite find the spot.
Just dropped a little early. Got too low.
Race a picture of concentration as she makes her way back into the pitching plate. And Wall stands ready. Hard ground ball. Backhanded by the shortstop. Hannah with a throw.
That's a great throw.
What a beautiful backhanded pickup from the shortstop, number 11, Isabel Hannah. And then the throw, the balance and the throw was like a bullet.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was a great backhand. And just steadied herself, didn't overrush it, threw the ball beautifully and made a great play.
Pitch low on the inside.
Yeah, got
Jenna
her as
Trim.
well. Got keyed that time. Just on the leg. She's all smiles, but I'm sure she's not smiling, really. It certainly hurts.
You can have all the padding in the world, but there's always that bit of bare skin. That's the one that's going to get the ball. And you can see it straight away.
Oh, got her. Off the glove. Into the other arm.
See Grace out there. All smiles. It wasn't her that got hit.
Yeah. Kerry Porter just checking Inika Keed's okay. I think Inika said she's quite okay.
She's tough.
Yeah, she's from Orange.
Yeah, the country girls.
They build them tough out there.
Certainly making a name for herself in the softball world. We see this pitch from Rickson high and outside the strike zone. Jenna Trim just watches it sail by for a ball.
Very tall Jenna Trim.
Yeah, pitcher on pitcher, I always love these little battles. Gets a piece of that one hard off the cement.
That one rocketed off the cement.
2 balls, 1 strike here for Jenna Trim.
Great to see a lot of the under 14s and under 16s representative girls down here watching today's game.
A few of the boys are around as well, watching the best in the business ply their trade here in the final of the Softball New South Wales State League. This match determines who the champion is for this year. And Rickson delivers that next pitch. Fouled away again by Trim. Digging deep.
Yeah, be full count now. You've got the 1 run Manly, so that's the start they needed. And the one they definitely wanted just to get on the board. Puts the pressure on the Storm.
See who wins this one. Full count on Trim. Rickson puts it down the middle again. The one hopper out to Hannah, and Hannah shoots it across the one for the out, and that's all she wrote for the first dig of the Manly Eagles. They put the run on the board, so a nice start.
You see on the replay here, Trim gets onto it nice and early, but it jams into the ground. It gets a good hop there for Hannah.
Is it half volley pickup straight into the bottom of the glove, and then that throw. Nicola Maitland there getting the job done on first base.
Hannah, I love the timing she's got. She's 2 outs there, one with the backhand and one there just with the half volley. But both times, just takes the time, makes the play. Great throw. Both times, spot on.
Great to have plenty of viewers around the softball world watching the coverage here. Space Quake Sports, outstanding pitches, great coverage from Blacktown for this decider.
We're very lucky to have them on board and certainly for this decider as well.
Let us know if you're watching. We'll give you a shout out. Plenty of support out there for both of these teams.
Two very impressive lineups.
Talent spread right throughout. It has to be said, the Sharks that the Storm took down in the preliminary final, where they took it out 7-0 after 5. Both of those lineups too was just an absolute smorgasbord of softball talent, experience, the up-and-coming players as well, those that are just making a name for themselves in the representative world. And we're bringing you all of the action here on Space Quake Sports.
Would have been a couple of Olympians in that team.
There was, absolutely. And what a beautiful day it is to decide the champion for 2024.
One good thing about these teams too is there's a lot of mix between the young youth, talented youth coming through and the very senior ladies. So real good opportunity to keep developing players better and better throughout our series.
One of those Olympians you speak of has taken up her position in the batter's box, leading off for the Northern Storm. Is the centre fielder Rachel Lack, who hit a 2-run bomb in that match against the Sharks, as she watches one high outside the strike zone.
Great hitter of the ball, always extreme power.
Swings at one there. You talk about power. Wow. And that little smile. I love how Rachel Lack just goes about her business. And another one. This time she holds her hands. It was up around that same spot. It's a nice pitching here for Jenna Trim. It's a 3-1 count for Lack. High, and again, Lack just ducks out of the way of it, and she'll take her base. And that brings to the plate number 11, that shortstop, Isabel Hannah. Renowned bunter of the ball. She has incredible foot speed.
That's why she's a pivot.
Absolutely, and that's been on display here today. Runner goes.
Black goes.
Nice slide.
Safe there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The throw was on the money too. It was a great pick up and throw from the catcher, but Lack.
Probably just that fraction high, so the hand had to catch that ball and go down a little bit. And enough for Lack's legs.
Was on the box. She took the lead.
Get in there, yep.
There's a nice bunt down the third baseline. Picked up the throw over to one in time, but the runner advances. So the sack bunt is on the money.
Yep, she
for
moves
Hannah.
the runner to third base. Great play there by Bree Young now.
Yep.
Was formerly Bree Trim.
Bree gets down that third baseline like a cat. Just picked the ball up. The throw was beautifully balanced.
Tali Moore now.
There's
that's
a
it.
piece into
Could be a sack
shallow
fly here.
left field.
There go. Oh, Lack.
She looked like she wanted to have a run with Coach Porter playing the percentage game.
Yeah,
Wasn't sure that Rachel was far enough down the line. She held.
yeah, I was definitely thought that was a sack fly. Yeah,
Might have come down too far and then had to get back, and was just where that little bit of balance came.
they've got to back Rickson now to find some grass.
She turns her back on that pitch, as you called her, on the inside, and she just turned her back on it, tucked the body away. Gets a piece of that one, hits it high.
Thrown high. Is it going
to hit the roof? No.
Oh, just gets the edge of the netting and the grandstand. So
Charlotte Cerulli got across the foul territory. She was looking for that, never took her eyes off it. It came down and just bounced off the net onto the cement edge of the grandstand itself. So Grace lives to fight another day. Can she get a piece of this one?
that one's low.
Yep, not called. Nice pitching from Trim, really working the spots around that strike zone. Looking for that sweet spot. 2 balls, 1 strike here.
Strange seeing Taylor Titacronis at shortstop.
Usually behind the plate in her customary position. That's one
Well, that's
put up.
popped up and
As almost like a premonition. You brought her into the game in the shortstop role, showing how she can get it done. Doesn't matter where she's on the field. You talked her into that one.
well, it's a bit of luck, I reckon. But no problems talking her into that. That was popped up. I do think probably lack. Well, would have had a crack, I reckon.
Wasted run out there, isn't it? But, I mean, in general terms, we're making our way into the top of the second. It's just the 1 run on the scoreboard. We've had a couple of people give some shout-outs. Susie's getting behind the Manly Eagles. Shout-outs for Bree Trim. And also...
Well, and then she says, go Grace
She
Rickson.
goes Grace Rickson, so she's having a bit each way. Kath Borman, she's definitely on the storm.
Yeah, and Joe Masters, well done, Lackey.
Yeah, Joe is deep inside the Northern Storm camp.
Well, Grace Rickson now has Taylor Titacronis to contend with. And she's swinging that bat like she's ready to go.
That is a warm-up.
It's faster than I've ever swung a bat.
Taylor Titacronis, absolute champion athlete. That one high and gets away from Keed. But these two, Grace and Taylor, would have worked together in the battery for New South Wales.
Yeah, and they're both
and national teams.
They're both named in the Australian lineup to play China in about a week's time up in Queensland.
That one hard ground ball hit into foul territory down the third base line. But early contact there for Taylor.
Yeah, certainly saw that one. Ripped hard at it. I'm sure they'll both, Grace and Taylor, will set their sights on the 28 LA Olympics.
Oh, nice pitch from Rickson.
Beautiful change up.
You could almost see Taylor as she was halfway through it going, why? It was a beautiful pitch from Rickson. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Titacronis. Who wins this battle? This pitch could decide it. High outside the zone, and Taylor just lets it go.
Yep. Taylor will definitely swing once it's in the zone.
Ready to go. Shadow starting to come across the diamond now. This one hit hard into left field. Tracking it into foul territory, but it's over the fence.
Good try there. Sienna Burgess out there. Trying hard to try and track that one down.
She took a catch in foul territory in the earlier match. And again, didn't take her eyes off that one. Right up to the point of impact that she made on that metal fencing out there. And only had eyes for the ball. As Tsitsikronis steps back into the batter's box, facing a 2-2 count. Does that change up again this time?
Just dropped on her. Got a little low as it crossed the plate.
Taylor held her hands on that one, and the wry smile from Grace Rickson.
Rickson she was hoping.
And there is the called strike down the first base line.
Yes.
Yeah, it's umpire Leanne Gearside down there on first. Plate umpire shot down the line, and she said, yes, she did.
Yeah.
And I think Taylor knew that as well as she made her way down the line.
Yep, she half committed to the swing and then quickly dropped the bat and took off. And hoping she was just going to get the ball for.
New batter for the Manly Eagles is Isabella Lorenzo.
Good from Keed, though, to check swing with the umpire. Some would have just let Taylor jog up there and moved on. But she checked swing. Gearside called what she thought was definitely a swing. And third strike. All good piece.
Hit to Rickson. Rickson underarm throw. Beautifully delivered to first base for the out.
I reckon she throws faster underarm. So.
She was between a rock and a hard place there. Came down. The deflection, she picked it up barehanded beautifully. And then that underarm throw. It's like we teach the kids.
That's the thing, right? A lot of players would have just naturally gone to try and pick that up with their glove.
Yep.
Waste a second, and then the runner often gets safe. But Grace, barehanded, flicks it, makes the out.
That one hit hard into foul territory down the third baseline. Backhanded nicely. But foul ball.
Bree Young, this one now.
Yep.
Another one in the Australian lineup.
Lots of support coming down the line as well. You mentioned Orange earlier on. We've got Rebecca Stibbard watching it from out there in Orange. Great to have you on board, Rebecca. And Joe Masters has confirmed that she's definitely a Storm fan. We didn't pick that. But Joe wears a heart on her sleeve. And that's a big swing and a miss this time from Young. Zoe Mildwater. She's definitely favouring the Manly girls. Big shout-outs for Bree, Tilly, Andy, Jenna and Talia. She's got a lot of favourites there. Zoe, great to have you on board supporting the Manly girls.
And then another backup with a go Bree. She's in the batter's box.
That's a big hit to centre field. It's up high. And Black just gets underneath it, takes a catch. And that'll be the end of the inning. So contact there for Young. Not quite as hard and long as she wanted it. It was put up high. And Rachel Lack, not many get past that.
Oh, she picked that one beautifully, Lack. You see this on the infield. She just comes in a couple of steps, holds.
Yeah, and then read the ball, the fall of the ball. Look at that.
Thank you.
And then the smile. Makes it look easy. They're not easy.
No.
We've got to say that hung in the air for quite some time. And as you called it, she set, read where it was going to fall, and then made herself available in that position. It was so well done by Rachel Lack, and that is why she is an international player of great esteem. So Manly, still just the one run, and the Northern Storm get another opportunity with the bats now to see if they can pull one back. And it will be Ineka Keed that'll lead us off in the bottom of the second.
Powerful hitter, Ineka Keed. Interesting to see if they'll let her swing freely or surprise little bunt.
Called strike to start off the account.
Beautiful pitch.
We've got Tom Palmai watching from Manildra out there in Western New South Wales. Great to have you on board, mate. We hope you're enjoying this Spacequake Sports coverage. Outstanding pitches coming from Blacktown.
Unica went hard at that one. Couldn't make contact.
Oh, nice
Gets her.
pitch.
Gets her on the third.
That was a beautiful pitch from Trim. There's a little bit of fizz on that one.
And it'll be Bree Evans.
Bree Evans, the third base for Northern Storm, who'll step up to the plate now. See if she can get it started. There's a change up that just falls about a foot short of the plate. And a proud grandfather watching as well. Bert Brandt following his granddaughter in the Manly line. Says, go Tilly.
I'm assuming he's...
Matilda Clark.
Yeah,
you'd be
Tilly,
talking about.
at first base. Part of the 18s New South Wales lineup as well. Wonderful young player. Oh, that's a good hit.
Hit the shortstop, picks it up nicely. There's that balance throw. And the young lady you speak of gets another out. Reaches off the base, times it beautifully. And
I've spoken about two girls and they're both in the play. Titsakronis across to Matilda Clark.
so there you go, Bert. Granddaughter getting the job done.
That was a great stretch too. Look at this on the replay. Tilly really stretches hard to shorten the length of that throw. Oh,
Yeah,
great
beautifully well
work.
done.
That is excellent play from Matilda Clark there at first base. She's a very tall girl too.
Sienna Burgess is at the plate for the Northern Storm. Another change up. Just again a little bit short. Dropping onto the plate. Burgess pops this one up. Second base will get underneath it.
Yeah, Andy Lau.
Andy Lau gets the job done there. Again, you can see the wave of the arm to just call Taylor, who'd come around to cover. And Andy letting Taylor know that she had it covered. And you will see it here. Just jammed up a little bit there. Burgess, and she put it up. Nicely done there by Andy Lau underneath that one.
Watch Titsakronis though there, right? She let Andy Lau take that ball, but she just kept putting herself in the position. If anything pops out of her glove, she would have been able there to help her out. But Lau, too good. Great catch.
You can't buy experience in Woolworths, that's for sure. And Taylor Titsakronis has it in spades.
So,
Top of the third.
Yep.
Still Manly leading 1-0.
it's the 1-0.
The Eagles getting it done so far.
And it'll be Matilda Clark, who we've been talking about, to come up and bat.
Clark now. Uniform number 15 steps up to the plate. Watches the first pitch for a called strike.
I don't often say it, but when you're facing Grace at this speed, I probably would like to get a sider like that too. So she did. She did the right thing. Just had a really good look at that pitch. Ooh.
High in the zone this time.
Yeah.
A little bit held back the speed as well.
I think she thought that was going to be a bit tight. That's the only reason I think Matilda didn't actually go at that ball. I thought she thought it was out of the zone.
Facing an 0-2 count now. One down the middle, a swing and a miss.
That was a good pitch.
It was a nice...
And she had to go at it with an 0-2 count.
It's a good at bat from a pitching perspective there. She really worked the ball around the spots and drew young Matilda into that swing. Now
Labrador.
Hazel Labrador takes up her position at the plate. First time around and holds her hands at one high and outside the strike zone.
The corners are on the Northern Storm. Coming down, she's renowned for a bunt with her speed Labrador. I reckon she's going to try and punch this one if she can.
Watches another one, but this time a called strike.
She crouches down quite a bit when she bats.
You see it there. Great pitches again. Contact on that one. Fouled away down the first base line. Now looks down to the coach for some instruction.
Yeah, she's just going to shorten up a little bit here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Change up. Fouled away. Did well to read that then.
Yep. All she needed to do is foul it off to keep this at-bat going.
That was a nice pitch. High in the zone. Gets the swing. And that's another K2 for Grace Rickson. Back to the top of the lineup here for the Manly Eagles. Michelle Cox. Around the diamond in the opening dig. Scored the run. So we see another one. Let's get away from Keed.
I think she's missed it totally.
Yeah.
All good. Chest plate there.
Those shots from Space Quake Sports almost getting us inside that pitching circle with Grace Rickson there. You see the determination on her face. It's always smiling. There's always a element.
Loves playing the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just see the enjoyment out there for young Grace. And now facing off against one of the best in the business as we see a swing and a miss from Michelle Cox.
Going at that one.
Is that change?
Change.
Picked.
Held her hands nicely. That I actually not far away from getting that in play.
It was only a foot outside the line. Yeah, it has to be said. Brie Evans covered the ground beautifully there too with that backhand pickup.
Yeah, I think Brie would have got her at first as well with the throw that Evans has got.
They don't call it the hot corner for no good reason, and the hot hands there of Evans something to keep an eye on. She is electric on that third base. But it's all here for Michelle Cox now. 2-2 the count for the Manly Eagles. It is 2 out. This one she's hit hard,
That's a
gets
great
through
hit.
second. Into right field, blocked out there.
Yes.
And no play at first, so a safe hit there for Cox.
Partridge out there. Nice little safety stop.
Andy Lau. She comes up for her second turnaround.
Good pitch. Oh, there's Jess Smalley giving the... That's my hat, that's my hands, here's a clap. And away we go. I'll tell you what the signal is, but I don't know it.
Well, that one's hit. A little screwball into the dirt. That's a good out from the Northern Storm.
That is also experience with Tali Moore.
Yeah.
She let the runner cross. So here we go, watch it here. She lets the runner cross her. She just holds up.
Normally
You
would have
can
attacked
go.
that ball, but
Yep.
with the runner
I'll
coming
be
very
right
aware.
there. And it's a quick shift of a throw straight to first base.
Another angle here. Was it solid contact, but it was fizzing a little bit in the dirt. So as you said, normally would have attacked that one, but with the runner coming, you don't want to create that interference. So she held back, then got to the ball, and as you said, that beautifully delivered throw. Class from Tali Moore. That was enough to end the innings, so we'll make our way into the bottom of the third.
The Storm need to try and claw one back here. They'll level it up. They're doing well, the Storm. I think they're getting plenty of runners on base. It's now just converting one of those.
And they come together after the warm-up. And we await the arrival of the batter, who will be Nicola Maitland.
Yep.
So Nicola steps up, gets ready to face the first pitch.
Ooh, good
Big swing. It was a nice swing, but just
no ding.
the pitch was equally as well delivered. This
That time
one,
she gets it. Oh, Trim.
grounder, picked up
Sorry.
by
Young.
Young.
Young. God, she's good at that corner, isn't she?
I think we've got two of the best in the business out there on the hot corner for both of these lineups.
Yep, definitely. Evans and Young.
Bree squared.
Ah, yes.
Must be something in the name.
That one from Partridge. Up and out of the zone, high, so let it go through for a ball.
We're in Partridge, the right field for the Northern Storm.
Not sure if you know, she's a state javelin thrower as well.
Should be looking to spear one over the fence here, you would imagine. As a swing at one upstairs, it was a little change of speed there, just enough to beat the bat. And it would have to be said that she'd also have a lot of friends in this Manly Eagles lineup as well.
Yeah, most definite. Certainly would.
Playing in both the North Shore and the Manly competitions. That's a nice contact into centre field. And
well, we got two of the best centre fielders in the
make
game.
it look so easy.
Jade Wall and Rachel Lack. They just... Yeah, no worries, everyone, I got it.
And then I love the nonchalant. Yeah, too dead. Let's get on with it.
Talking of Rachel Lack, she's in the batter's box.
Yeah, top of the lineup.
You notice the one thing about the outfielders when Rachel Lack gets in the batter's box?
They'll move back a little bit.
They've gone back 20 metres where they've been previously playing.
She said she hit the home run here earlier today. Ooh. She turned her back on that one. Look at the look on her face.
That just missed the elbow.
Yeah, it rattled her up a little bit, but it won't phase her. Bat on the shoulder. Now she's ready. That was a nice pitch from Trim. Just curved around from the outside corner. Beautiful pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. That one high and outside the zone.
It's amazing also just how quick they pick the ball up, these senior players, to know that's nothing to even be tempted at.
Fouls that one away to stay in the count. We've also had a shout out for Nick Maitland saying she's not only an awesome player but a championship coach for the over 45s.
Way. Go Nick.
Giving back to the sport. We love that from our younger players. As we said, change up connected. Lack over to Titsakrakis. And another shot on the money. Out there to Matilda Clark. Again with a beautiful reach for the out.
Yeah, great stretch. Here
we go. See this picture here, right in the head of Lack as we can see it. That's great contact.
It was a bit of a change up again to off speed.
Just a couple of bounces and then Tsitsikronis. Wow, that's beautiful.
You watch Clark, she gets that back foot planted right on the corner of the bag, leans forward, makes the catch, then steps forward. Excellent work.
Yeah, we've had a comment from Joe Masters. Hardly anyone gives first baseman any effort. I think.
Well, Joe, I think we're giving her plenty because Clark is doing a tremendous job. So is Maitland, by the way.
Yeah. All of the girls out here haven't put a foot wrong and demonstrating why these two teams are playing to see who will be the champion for this year. Quality all around the diamond. As the warm-up has been completed. Top of the fourth, it is the Manly Eagles still with that 1-0 lead. And now they have another chance with the stick, and it'll be Jade Wall who'll lead us off in this inning. Fouls the opening pitch away.
Bit of zip that one too by Rickson. That was definitely quicker. Definitely quicker than the last few pitches. Up.
Up and outside the zone, and Jade just lets it go. Didn't even give it a second look, let alone offer a shot. She knew exactly where it was headed. It was a nice read. Now she faces the next pitch. That one was down. So Rickson again moving the ball all around the strike zone, just looking for that spot that's going to draw Jade into a swing. Keed sets the target. That one was a better pitch. Nice pitch from Rickson.
Well, did the little turn, hoping it wouldn't be called strike, but the umpire
beautiful.
not falling for that.
2-2 the count now for Jade Wall. Once contacted, found a way down the third baseline. Big shrug and a breath there from Jade. Still quite warm out there in the centre. You see Grace taking time between pitches. Big deep breath, still has that little smile on her face. And she is facing off against one of the best in New South Wales in Jade Wall. Certainly can drive it long and hard here.
Ooh.
And a nice pitch from Grace up in the top of the strike zone, it has to be said. And Jade was looking for that solid contact. It was a beautiful swing. Just a great pitch from Grace Rickson.
Very impressive. Getting up and getting Jade Wall that time.
And now it is the pitchers facing off against each other once again. Jenna Trim faces a change up, hits it. And then I know exactly why you're laughing. Rachel Lack could not have been any more nonchalant about that, but it was all calculated. She knew exactly where she was on the field.
Here it is on the replay. Bang.
That's a beautiful swing, isn't it? That's a sensational hit. And there's Lack. You'll pick her up here, just backing back. Never took her eyes off the ball. And then as casual as you like. It's
out.
Just wow. As we see an opening strike called on the new batter.
Tsitsikronis.
Taylor Tsitsikronis, and she looked back at the blue. She wasn't sure of the call.
She says, I think that might have been a bit high, but...
And now just has a little check with him and to say, you know, what was that call, sir?
And is that just one strike? Yes, it's just one. I've got two left. Time.
Holds her hands at that one. Low on the inside this time. And Taylor steps out of the box just to get her composure back.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. Driven hard down the left field line.
going to go foul, though,
Fortunately for the Eagles, it goes foul. You might pick that one up. Again, it was struck beautifully. The swing was so effortless. There's- keep the hands and the bat flat to the ball. It was a perfect execution. Let's see what happens now. Again, contact. This time popped up high. Fielders come from multiple positions. And it's Isabel Hanna from shortstop who tracks it out into foul territory. In shallow left field, it has to be said. And a great catch taken. We'll see the pictures here from Spacequake Sports. This replay will show it beautifully.
Watch Hannah pick this one up so quickly. She's away.
Multiple players. Left field was coming in. Third base was backing out. But you can see there the wave off. She called everybody else away and said, I've got this covered. And took it on the dirt.
Great catch.
And there we see, nice reaction there from Grace Rickson.
She says, thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for helping me out.
Yeah. And as a pitcher, that sort of thing, when you see your fielders, putting themselves out there like that for you, basically defending your pitching, that's exactly what you want. It gives you so much confidence in.
You can tell these ladies, they just want to be and play for each other all day. And as you said there, they will defend every ounce of this diamond for the pitcher, Grace Rickson. And with that one in the air, we're never going to see it hit the deck without Grace getting another out. And Hannah, I think, is the
Bell
batter in the
Hanna
box.
is the new batter up. She will lead off here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch just missing the outside corner and down. You can see,
low, yep.
Yeah, Trim just asking the blue there. Was it down?
I thought it was a little low.
Round on that.
Slapping at that one. I don't know about slapping it though at
No.
Bree Young, just quietly. So her hands are electric. So
Coach Porter down there in the hot spot.
might have to sort of, if she slaps at this one, try and slap it up and over the top of them.
Oh, nice
there
little
you
bunt
go.
down that first baseline. Back to the pitcher.
Oh,
Yeah,
safe.
beats the throw. A beautifully executed bunt there from Bell Hanna. One of the best exponents of that in the game.
Here we go. Watch the speed of Bell Hanna here. She takes off. She's dragged that bunt down first base line. Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
And her
100%.
foot slaps definitely on the orange base before Lau could get it in a glove.
Umpire Gearside right on the money there with that call. It was beautifully done. These Blues are working sensationally out there in this one.
Yep. I'd like to be in Leanne Gearside's area. It's in the shade.
That's the pick of the crew, you reckon, at the moment?
That one's a good pitch. Outside corner.
Tali Moore. 1-1 count here for Tali.
Swings and misses on that occasion.
And they've got to be on their toes here with Hanna on first base. A renowned speedster. Swings at one on the outside. It has to be said, that's a
Strike
K2.
three.
Yeah, K2 for Trim.
Now here we go. Rickson. Last time hit it left field, high in the air. Unfortunately, Lack couldn't tag up and get home.
Called strike on the inside corner.
Outfield have gone back as well.
Grace Rickson. That's one by for a ball, and Hanna stays on first. Tsitsikrona's playing close to the base here, looking to try and cover second as quickly as possible.
Ooh.
Nice off-speed pitch.
She swung hard at that.
He must have fouled it away.
clipped the catcher.
See the signal there. Just missing that time. It was another nice pitch from Trim.
Erickson just a little inside. Got out the road. 2-2. Fouls that off.
Fouls one away, and Hannah was on the bike.
She was gone. She was halfway down the line, and you hear the clip, and you go, ah.
In the earlier match, Mo picked up something with the runners. They're always moving. There's always that.
Oh, yes.
She waited on that beautifully. The change-up came from Trim, and Rickson read it beautifully, picked it up early, and then drove it.
Bill Somerville, the bat girl there, just getting out there.
But that hit solid, contact on the ground and driven between third base and shortstop. Tough position to pick.
It was a great pick, though. She just waited on the ball and drove it straight between Young and Titsacronis. Got it out there to Cox. And Isabel Hannah now.
On two.
Scoring position.
Inika Keed, the batter in the box here. So this is the best opportunity the Northern Storm have had in the match so far.
Only the one out. Does she do? No.
And she's trying to get that ball as far away from the infield as possible.
She's sorting up on that handle a little. Just needs to try and get a ball in play.
A little change-up attempted there as well. It was low on the inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here for Inika Keed. Another viewer from out Orange Way, Rachel Clark's watching, joining us out there from Western New South Wales. Great to have you on board. And it's one of your own in the batter's box right now, Inika Keed.
Well done, Gracie. So awesome from Joe Masters.
Joe's our #1 supporter out here at the moment.
That's that one off, Keed.
Doing everything she can to get her Northern Storm over the line.
If Inika can get one here in play, could move Isabel Hannah into third base, would be lovely for the Storm.
There's a change
that's
again,
a great
picked
hit.
beautifully. This will score
That'll
at
score
least
Hannah
one.
for sure. Yes, it will. Beautiful. Inika Keed picked the change up just like Rickson and hit it straight into that left centre gap into the outfield.
And as good as that outfield is, that was just a beautifully struck ball.
See it there.
And with the speed of Hannah, she was always going to score, but they did well to hold the runner at second. You see Coach Porter animated, sending her home. She knows how important that run is for Hannah.
That is one apiece.
And the hits keep coming here. Brianna Evans strides into the batter's box now. And we looks like we might have a change coming. You're going to have a running change.
Maybe, yes. Yep, out comes the 18 of Renee Kubra.
Renee Kubra. And it'll be Inika Keed who'll come back to the dugout. After getting that RBI, job done for Inika. She'll make her way back to the dugout and get set. I would imagine this is just a substitute runner.
Yeah, 100%. That was beautiful work, though. That ball just low, dropping away, and Keed through the hand, straight at it, drove it straight into the gap. Score that run. Brilliant work.
Now Evans. Another beautiful hitter of the softball.
Ooh,
that time. A little bit
it's
off
hard
speed.
at it. Missed it though. Gave it a fair swing.
Nice movement from Trim as well. The pitch was just a check of the count here. 1-1.
1-1. Yes, the scoreboard has 2 strikes, so she may have looked up there and thought to herself,
Yeah, we have Gearside, umpire Gearside signalling 2 strikes. So
yeah,
now we
okay.
are.
Now we have got 2 strikes. So the scoreboard's correct. And the umpires adjusted to say, yep, an 0-2 count.
The batter knows. And that's strike 3. So after all that confusion, Evans makes her way back to the dugout. Now we have time called. Another run change with the 2 out now. Rickson will make her way from the diamond, and it'll be Rachel Lack out there to run.
Stretching the legs.
She'll be looking down the line, looking at Sienna Burgess saying, "Get me home, Sienna.
Yep.
I don't want to stand out here in the sun too long."
Sienna, find a good bit of grass and let me get home. No.
Hard hit ground ball, picked up by Titsakronis. There it is again. That 6-3 play, and they do it beautifully.
Again, watch Titsakronis here on the replay. The ball gets hit well by Burgess. She just has to check because of the runner. And then goes bang with the throw. And again,
That's awesome.
Matilda Clark, great stretch. And a simple out made.
There's a little fist bump there by Titsakronis too. She knew she had to get behind her team there. As we make our way into the top of the 5th, it is all tied up, 1 apiece. And this one might go right down to the wire, Jamie.
Yeah, definitely. I think earlier they played in the day, and the Manly team won comfortably. But this is the grand final, and this is where they all stand up.
Nothing counts anymore. Those earlier games are history.
Yep.
You can't change history. You can learn from it. So it is the Northern Storm who have completed their warm-up. Rickson remains in the circle. Getting the job done thus far. Isabel Hannah with some final words there for young Grace. Teammates that have come up through the system together.
I reckon that advice might have been 3 up, 3 down. It'd be nice. It's hot out here, Grace.
And the shade hasn't reached my spot yet, so get us out of here. No pressure. It's on you. It's a nice start.
Oh,
Look at that.
the track. Tali
Moore. As soon as that ball hit the bat, she was on it. And
Here it is. Just look at the speed of Moore.
She reached outside for a low one, got the contact. Wow.
She's back 6-7 metres comfortably, makes the catch. The Australian cricket team could see looking to have a
Couldn't they what?
need a bit of that at the moment.
Bree Young steps up to the plate now. Takes a strike for the first pitch. Plenty of support from the crowd here at Blacktown in this State League decider.
A little bit away, high and wide.
Well high and wide. And Mohi's watching now. He's spent some time up here in the commentary booth, made his way home and watching the decider.
Moore, an absolute legend. As Joe Masters, he's not biased at all.
Love your support, Joe. Keep it up, the girls.
Go Storm.
They'll be well aware of your support coming from home.
Oh! Oh, Trim. I should say Young. Oh, I can't believe that. She's trying to get the bat out of the road.
Mate, I've got to say, I'm going to call it. That's twice you've done it now. 3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah, oh, jeez. Oh.
She tried to hold her hands and went, oh!
I can't believe that's in play. Rixon.
You won't get a more simple out than that one.
No, definitely not. And here's Matilda Clark.
Low. And has a swing at it.
Inside. Oh, there it is again on the replay. Oh.
For all money, she thought it was going foul.
Definitely.
Now Clark gets ready once again.
Oh, that's a good pitch. A little outside, but umpire gives it the call.
Great pitches again. You just have to acknowledge the quality of this broadcast. And that's another beautiful pitch from Rixon to end an inning. And they keep us all tied up at 1 apiece, and we'll make our way to the bottom of the 5th. And it will be the ladies in the green and white with a chance to take the lead for the first time in the game.
It certainly is. And I'm not sure who their last batter was. We'll see in a moment. But Trim comes out to that pitching circle to remain in place.
The pitching place sounds like the name of the bar here at Blacktown.
Yes, no. A pitching circle. She's dominated in there, and her and Grace doing a magnificent job for both of their teams.
It's just a quality match. It really is fitting of a decider for a title that carries great history.
Yep. 1 apiece. It is outstanding. All the girls down here, they're in awe. They're all just cheering the ladies as they do their bit. And it's Nicola Maitland is the next batter up.
Nicola Maitland, the third base player for the Northern Storm. She leads us off with a grounder to Titsakronis again.
6-3 combinations working pretty well today for the Manly side.
Official statisticians would almost be writing it up as soon as the ball's hit that way.
Yeah.
Again, you can see there, Taylor was just poised, covered the ground, got herself in. It was that traditional block fielding position to stay down low on the ball. We see a change in the lineup here.
Yeah. Is that Erin?
Right.
No. Erin coming up with that. Is Zoe Taylor? It's Zoe Taylor coming in the bat.
I think it might be. Just can't quite see the uniform number here. The left-hander.
Yeah, the number 6.
It is the 6.
Yep.
Left-hander. Looking for a bunt here. Nice pitch from Trim. This time, doesn't quite hit the spot.
Ooh, she fouls that one off. Down the line there.
Trim back to the circle. She wants to finish this one off as quickly as possible. Time called.
Just backs out there.
Taylor ready to face off. Change up. Gets contact.
Fouls it off. Just. I thought she was hitting that straight back to Trim there, but thankfully for her, it just goes foul.
A bit of a bad angle there again. Angled down the third baseline. That slap.
Good contact. Just Back head goes back. So the ball goes foul.
Wow. That just missed.
That outside corner. Zoe gets a lifeline there. But 2 and 2 to count.
High on
that
the inside,
one
jams her up, and she pops it back up for Trim to make the out.
sort of fizzed off the bat, that one, didn't it?
Yeah, it was in nice and tight, right at the hands, and Zoe Taylor good enough to get the bat to it, but unfortunately wasn't able to get any power behind it, and it popped up for Jenna to catch her own pitch. Sister Brie had come over, and they came together in the circle.
And now they bring out Rachel Lack, and fielders again for Manly this time go deep.
It's a nice pitch from Trim, and Lack gives it kudos and then resets herself, ready to face it once again. Big deep breath from Rachel Lack. That one high and outside the zone. A little bit of an off-speed change there for Jenna Trim. Lackey just takes the time.
Again, that one high and on the inside this time.
You see Rachel just holds the bat back.
Just eases back. A little bit of matrix work.
3 balls, 1 strike here. The count in favour of Lack. And she watches one go high and pass for a ball, and she makes her way to first.
Excellent work there from Lack. She's had experience, gets her on again.
Runner on board with 2 out, and Isabel Hanna is called over for an offensive conference here. Coach Porter wanted to have a word with young Bell. Some final instructions. What do you think that discussion would have been about, JB?
Yeah, well, 2 out. I'm not sure if she's going to...
Hit run?
Yeah, I think she's going to try and hit this one, if she can, up the centre.
No.
I think she'll try and slap as hard as she can, drive it. It's going to be hard to sneak it through the 5 and 6 hole there.
Runner goes. Was that hit run play? Just couldn't keep the ball inside the diamond. As we see go through it again in ahead, just acknowledging the coach as well.
The outfield now very shallow as well.
More viewers coming on. Justine Allison, Dolly, great to have you on board up there on the Central Coast. And Chris Coleman getting behind the Nova Castrians. People watching from all over New South Wales, great to have you on board. And that one hit into shallow left field in foul territory. Coming across.
Michelle Cox out there. Great effort.
Millimetres away from it. And Hannah lives to bat another day here. We've got it. Shiv watching as well. Great to have you joining us, Shiv. Good to see you popping up there in the Softball New South Wales live stream. Enjoying all of the action in this State League decider.
And just fouled off down that third base line. High and wide. Isabel Hanna is, what a great at-bat this.
Yeah, going long in the count, 2 and 2.
It's only 2 and 2, but there's been about 6
Been
pitches already.
quite a few pitches thrown. Digging deep into the repertoire is Jenna Trim. Oh, didn't take the outside corner. You can see Trim just, she thought she had it.
There was
The crowd was up as well.
There was a slight celebration from a few people.
Full count.
And relief for Isabel Hannah.
Gets a piece of this one, pops it up. Young making way into foul territory, gets underneath it, takes the catch.
That one right, like the ice cream cone, it was right at the end of the glove.
Was it top of the webbing?
Here it
You
is.
see it again. Just jammed her up a little bit. It was affected by the sun there initially, but then tracked it, and you can see it there. Just the bare hand saved it.
Got it.
A nice big smile from Bree Young as she made her way back to the dugout.
We go to top 6, 1 apiece.
You're going to give me a prediction. You did that. Did that last week, I think, mate. Let's see how we go. And what that one did go down to a tiebreaker, didn't it?
It did, and what was the final score?
Oh, I can't. I think they won by 2.
Yeah, it
Was it a walk-off?
Yeah, they got to a 3-1. I said 5.
Jack Besgrove.
Yeah, it was.
Wasn't
Jack.
a walk-off. He scored 2 runs with a safe hit.
So I said 5 runs, and it was 4. I'm going to say top 6 here.
Go on.
3 runs will win it. So whoever gets the
Three will win it. Okay.
It's just a
Leah Bradley, great game. Love seeing it so tight. So do we. That's what this quality softball's all about. Low on the inside from our lead batter here in this one, Hazel Labrador.
Let's that one go.
And off speed. High and outside. Labrador looks down the line. Gets the instructions from the coach and is set to face Grace Rickson.
Great pitch from Rickson on that occasion. That was beautiful.
See the shadows starting to make their way across. They're halfway across the pitching circle now.
Labrador there, trying to use her speed, shaped for the bunt.
And see the corners collapse then too. They were right down the line at speed. Anticipated, as you said, Labrador. Known speedster. One gets away from Keed. Just has a look at the glove, trying to find where that hole is. Oh, Gail Parnaby's called you out here, JB. 3-1 will win, it is obvious. Come on, will it be a one hit? And from whom? Putting the pressure right back on you, sir.
Strike 3 on
Labrador.
Labrador.
She makes her way back to the dugout, and top of the lineup coming here for the Manly Eagles in Michelle Cox. And a good call here too from one of our viewers, Hugh Trotter. Just giving a shout out for Bree Young, saying she was an outstanding coach for his daughter. Their school, the Paulding primary team, the representative team from the Paulding, as we see that one hit.
Cox has smashed it to the back fence. She's on the bike. She's gone to third.
Stand up triple for Michelle Cox.
Gail, I was just about to call
You were
Michelle
just about to call Michelle Cox. You are a bandit. JB?
No, I was never going to call Michelle Cox. Sorry.
But
what a hit.
have a look at it
this.
here. That left-handed to an off-field position for her, you have to say, and it just turned the outfielder around.
Yeah, Burgess. I just thought she was sort of slapping at it, but in the end, she had a full swing.
Great heads-up base running too there. Those pitches of Cox making her way around the bases. Perfectly executed base running too. It was eyes on the prize and then looks up for the coach's instructions.
Oh, Lau.
Pop back up for Rickson. Lau it was that popped it up. Grace takes the catch.
Now going to put down the bunt, but the bat got a little bit more than horizontal. Pushed the ball up into the air.
And now Gail's come back here for you, JB. She said, a pitcher's mum wanting you to commit. Coxie is always a good call. Nice ground ball. Beautiful backhand again for him. Oh, look at that throw.
Wow.
Outstanding.
Bree Evans.
Bree Evans just in the dirt. Backhand. It was solidly struck too. We'll see it here. Just driven straight out of one hop. Backhanded. Sets herself. The transition was on the money. And look at that. Still 3 metres in it.
That was a well-struck ball by Wall.
Power from Wall. And then that.
That is on the money, that throw. That is like on the dime.
Poetry in motion.
Look at this from this angle. Cox was like,
Cox-
I'm home. No, I'm not.
She realised who it was back on the hot corner and just went, uh-oh.
She goes, there goes my triple.
Wow. What an inning from both lineups there. Gail's just letting us know that she's backing the green team. He's also said that Kai has seen Coxie and made her pay.
Well, back in the green team. We'll have a call either way here, right?
Yeah, plenty of people jumping on board for this thrilling decider for the 2024 State League from Blacktown.
Well, I'm going to back Grace Rickson for a good hit here.
See what we can do. Charlie Moore fouls that one away. Yes, Joe, you're right. Bree's throw was on the money, but it was great work. Another nice stretch by the first baseman.
Nicola Maitland.
First base woman.
Yeah.
To make that play count.
Nicola Maitland out there has been perfect at first base for the Storm. Great stretch all the time. Very vocal in the field too.
And one hit foul down the third base line.
Young tried to get a glove to it. Tried to nab that.
Amy Sutton's jumped aboard. She's watching the coverage. Hope you're enjoying the coverage from Space Quake Sports, Amy. As has Jane Gray, one of our leading umpires here in New South Wales. Watching these women battle it out to decide who will be the champions for 2024. We are going down to the wire. Bottom of the sixth, it's one apiece.
As you can see, they're going through the batting lineup a couple of times now. These, for the pitchers, they're working a lot harder to get an out.
Driven back through the pivots. That's a safe hit from Tali Moore. And a runner on the bases here for the Northern Storm. And it's that young lady you called. Can you keep it up, JB?
Well, I don't want to put the mocker on poor old Grace, but she's got a great batting coach in Chris Coleman. And he's been doing plenty of work together with Grace, and I think she's been batting excellent the last few times I've seen her on the diamond. So
nice patience there from Grace as well. Just didn't offer a shot at that one high outside. And she swings at that one. It was a nice swing, but the pitch was right on the money.
More on there as well, and she is a speedster.
She is fire around the diamond. Let's see what she can do here. Big lead. Cover comes around in the shape of Lau. Just holds more back on the base. There's a base runner, you look up and there's Titsakronis coming across to cover second. you know that you're going to have to be good to beat that. Dead ball called, was drilled straight down into the batter's box. Took her lead leg.
Would not tickle.
No, but she's tough. She stood straight up. The umpire checked on her and she said, hey, let's just get on with it. You've got a fan there, JB.
Not as many as you, Adam.
Will Lukey. Rabs. You've got a new nickname, mate.
All these ones up here for you, Sunshine.
Nothing there with my name on it, brother.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Grounder.
pick up.
Foul ball. How quick was she onto that one? Young came across the line. She wanted it in play. She wanted to complete this one.
Troy Merchant's all over you, mate. No worry.
Oh, based on balls there for Grace Rickson. So it wasn't with the bat, it was the patience. It was the eye of the batter.
Well, she got there, and now we've got Inika, who last time was the one that punched that ball in to score the run.
Yep. So 2 runs on here. This could be your 3. If my maths are correct, JB, and I'm not a renowned mathematician. But 2 runners out there.
Keed gets a good piece here.
None out. And that's the key here for the Northern Storm. Inika punches at the first one, fouls it away into the back net on first base.
Lorenzo having a few little comments there.
Yep. Can be this hit that might decide it here. But obviously, Trim will have something to say about it. Delivers a nice strike.
She might be saying we're not going to use the change-up at all on this one. Because she went 3 up, 3 strikes in her first
In her
at
first
bat.
set, yep.
Then when they used the change-up, she picked it. So they might be staying clear of it.
Let's see. There's a nice pitch and a strike. 3. And
They did.
Key goes back to the dugout and brings up Brianna Evans. Evans now faces this pitch. Fouled away.
Out off.
Practice swing there. She slapped the back as the bat came around.
I think she must have a bruise on her shoulder for the amount of time she does it.
You've been called out again. Gale's all over you. Don't put the mocker on them.
Gale, I'm not trying to put the mocker on anyone.
Low and in the dirt. Picked up beautifully by the catcher.
Gale, I was just backing Grace to do something, and she got a walk, so she didn't get out. Bree Evans, another good hitter of the ball. So, come on, Bree. Oh.
There's a nice piece hit into deep left field.
Cox is
tracking
go
back.
Oh, great
Cox
catch.
takes the catch. The runners hold beautifully. Now we have runners on 2 and 3.
Well,
Sack fly there from Evans. She thought it was out of here. But with the outfield reading that play, it was nicely taken in deep left field.
Grace Rickson will now get subbed out. 7 will come on. Molly Gill. It's 2 out.
2 out.
Burgess up.
Sienna Burgess with runners on 2 and 3.
Tali Moore also on 3. She's a quick runner. You know what? I'm not going to jinx anyone here, right? But we've not had a pass ball. So this is how good these 2 catches have been going as well.
The batteries for both lineups have been outstanding. And that's what you expect at the top level of our sport.
Burgess swings hard at that. Hasn't made contact, but gee, where she swung hard at it.
Both teams have had quality batting. We've had runners left out there. So the offense is working, but the pitching has been on the money. You see another foul ball. Burgess just puts the bat under the chin and looks down towards the coach. She knows how important this at-bat is. 2 out, runners on 2 and 3, and it's all tied up, bottom 6.
And the Eagles, they know how important
Foul
this
away on the
is
roof. There'll be no play on that one.
to get this out and have no damage done.
It's balancing on a knife edge.
Burgess, if she can find the grass here.
Down
Oh!
the first baseline.
Oh, it's called
It's
fair!
called fair. Run scores. Two runs scored. Where she look at Burgess on first base. She puts her hand on her head. She didn't know what had happened there. It was just punched down the line. It bounced over the base and then fair in the outfield. Let's see if we
Here
can pick
is.
it up.
It goes right along the line.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fair. Look at it.
What a great call by the umpiring team. Now we have a call from the coach. They're going to come out and check, and they have to. You'd have to say.
Let's have a look here.
They've got to come and ask the question. I love the reaction here from Burgess. Look at it. When she realises exactly what she's done, she scored 2. We might not see it, but she put her hands on her head and just went, what have I done?
I'll tell you what you've done is if it's fair, which it is, you've scored 2 runs to make it 3-1.
There's your 3. Look at you go, JB. And plenty of support there for Burjo. Jessica Frost getting behind it. The big woohoo from Gale. The Northern Storm now. Burgess on 1, ready to go.
Gail's in me about the commentator's curse, but I'm thinking I don't think I've mocked anyone here. I think I've helped the Storm tremendously.
And Nicola Maitland, she steps into the batter's box now and set the face off here against Trim. Holds her hands at one that was taking the inside corner of the plate. It was a beautiful pitch from Trim. There's a strike. Maitland just steps out, kicks the dirt. Give me that one all over again. A different outcome. Oh, there's a big swing and a miss. So Trim ends the innings with a strikeout. And we make our way into the top of the 7th. The championship inning, and it's all there for the Manly Eagles to do.
Certainly is. They've got to get more than 3 runs to get up. Look at that. Look at the ball just there. Stays fair down the line on the replay. And 2 run score.
And Gale's come back. Well done, Mr. Predictions.
Thank you, Gale.
So this is it now for the Manly Eagles. Grace Rickson in the circle. 7 innings here for the Northern Storm. Can she get the job done?
Look at this. 3 outs.
3 outs away from a title.
And they win. But you cannot rule out Manly. They have been outstanding this
It's
whole
quality
entire
after
tournament.
quality after quality. And then you look where we're at in the lineup.
Trim. Oh, pitcher v pitcher again. And then Titsacronis.
Trim, Titsacronis, Lorenzo, Young.
I'd hate to be Grace Rickson pitching right now.
So Rickson now ready to deliver. Jenna Trim. It's a little half swing, you'd have to say. A little checky.
It was like a jab at that.
You can see she replayed that then to
I think she was saying, what was that?
Coach Morley. Comes down the line.
Coach Morley would have all the faith in the world on these girls.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
She would be absolutely ecstatic that they're in the grand final, but they will be all grit in this last innings.
Fouled away. Good power on that one from Trim as well. Could not speak more highly of this match.
It's been outstanding.
Oh, it's been so much fun up here in the commentary box. Just being able to watch the quality and the class of these women.
That's why they're in this final. They are brilliant teams, the two of them. Brilliantly coached. Great short game being used on occasions, and long game getting used. It's outstanding. The fielding, the defensive work has been top notch.
Ground ball over the head of Evans into left field.
Burgess gets there, throws it into 2.
Tali nearly overran that one on the throw. You can see replaying it out there, a little bit of a twist, but a nice hit, and that's the lead-off's job on base.
That's a great hit from Trim.
And now comes Titsakronis.
High hopper, well over the top of Evans. Titsakronis now. Can she put one on the hill and level it?
Watches the first pitch. Takes a strike.
I think the Northern Storm would be happy for her just to find the grass here.
Ground ball. Foul territory down the third baseline. So Titsakronis faces off once again. Rickson.
An 0-2 count now on Titsakronis.
None out, runner on 1 here for the Eagles. Called strike.
Oh, wow, big.
And I think Taylor knew it as well. As soon as it went past, you could see she was resigned to that call. And you'd have to say, we're giving both teams a shout out, but this Blue Crew have been on fire in this match, JB.
They have. It's all the big guns out there too.
You see Taylor's reaction there?
Yeah.
It's either one of, I acknowledge it, or...
Why did I not hit that? And that is a wonderful first pitch against Lorenzo for a strike.
So Lorenzo now with the runner on 1 out. Championship inning, top of the 7th. That's a nice pitch too, but just outside this time.
I know this might have been controversial, but I thought with no outs, a runner on 1, and the first base and third base actually were back for Titsakronis if they were going to try and get her to do a surprise bunt. Good hit. Oh, look at this.
Shot over. 5-3 on the board. And the work of the first base as well as that throw again had to be up to the task, and they did. They answered the question.
Bree Evans, she makes the easy out at 1, and it makes it 2 outs now.
1 out away from the title for the Northern Storm.
Pitcher change.
Runner change.
2 out, yep. And that looks like 23.
And you said pitcher change. I thought you meant they were taking Grace out.
No,
Mate,
sorry.
come on.
Sorry, the pitcher, Trim, was at second base. So Mel Morris comes on to run for her. And Bree Young comes into the batter's box.
If you wanted somebody to bat for your life, this young woman here is certainly quality. Bree Young. Clutch position. 2 out, runner on 2. And Young with an opportunity to keep a team in this one. Hits it hard into centre field.
That's into the gap. That is deep.
Off the bottom of the fence. Beautiful piece from Young, and she stands tall on second. Gives the team a rev up. Get behind me. Manly Eagles, 3-2 now. Northern Storm, this one is going to the wire.
Thought for a second that was hit hard. I was watching. I thought, is this going to go over the fence? No, into the bottom of it.
From here, it kind of looked like it, but it didn't have the distance. The bounce off the fence, Lack was onto it. She knew how important it was to field that ball and shot it in.
Now, Matilda Clark, can she get bat to ball, get the grass, and get trim around?
Grandfather Bert watching from home. What can happen here? Strike call. 2 out, top 7. Northern Storm with the 1-run lead. The tying run in the shape of Bree Evans on second base.
That'll be Bree Young.
Second base. Bree Young,
Evans.
sorry, I'm getting all my Brees mixed up.
Oh,
Swing.
big swing.
My apologies to Bree Young. That's 2-1 in the score of getting her incorrect, JB. You lead. But apologies to Bree.
Bree Evans is at third base.
Yeah.
She's hoping to...
Bree's everywhere. I've got her surrounded. The young lady at the plate with a job to do. Swing and a miss. Rickson celebrates. The Northern Storm come together. 3-2. What an outstanding final to decide the 2024 State League champions. Congratulations to the team in the green and white. Northern Storm, you are our champions.
What a cracking grand final. And that hit, Sienna Burgess down the line, scores the 2. Fantastic for the Storm. They get this one 3-2. That is brilliant work. What a game.
The Manly girls come back out onto the diamond. They know they took it as far and as deep as they could. They came back into it on that hit from Brianna Young, who drove it all the way out to the fence. She stood tall on second, and as much as she wanted a team to come in, they couldn't. And it is the Northern Storm who take out the 2024 decider. Outstanding performance from both teams.
What a great game. Congratulations to the Storm on winning this year's State League title over Manly. What an outstanding grand final.
Yeah, plenty of support there for Grace Rickson. What a superstar. There were some early votes for she should be the MVP of the grand final. That'll be coming your way shortly. The presentations will be taking place. They'll be announced on Softball New South Wales Facebook as well. But we have enjoyed bringing you this coverage. Spacequake Sports, it has to be said, the best in the softball business. We can't shout out enough and thank them for the support they've given us here from Softball New South Wales. We love commentating games like that, JB. The men's
100%.
final last week, the women's final this week. State League in New South Wales is alive and well.
Oh, it certainly is. And the most wonderful thing about it is the amount of debuts for the young players this year that have come up. They've stepped up, played tremendous, and many, many more years ahead for them in this league.
Yeah, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, class athletes that have played at Olympic Games, multiple Olympics in some of them, and just outstanding. And what an experience for those youngsters. And the 14s and 16s sitting up in the grandstand here as well, watching that, and those watching from home. You cannot get better softball than what we've seen here today.
Yeah, cannot. And the way that these ladies played this final, just the strategy, the short game, the long game, sprinting, it was outstanding the way they played. Great defensive efforts from both sides. It's been an outstanding grand final, this one.
Well, mate, I'm going to love you and leave you. I've got to get down onto the diamond to do the presentation, but it's been great commentating with you again, JB. Loved every minute of it, and to Moe as well. I know you're watching from home, mate. Outstanding in the preliminary final. Thanks for watching, everybody. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage. We've definitely enjoyed bringing you all of the action here from Blacktown. But for the time being, until State League next year, it's bye for now.